will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, sir. Great day to be an airman. Amen. You just heard my chief gave me some resounding words. We appreciate him to defender. And I know a lot of defenders are out there. We want to say thank you because you're going to toe the line. Colonel Gennaro, battle buddies 26 years ago. Him and I were on the same ground like we do at Shepherd Air Force Base together. 26 years ago, not just on the same camp, but he was the guy who I turned to for support. You have somebody else in your flight right now that you turn to as well. So, sir, thank you for allowing me to be here, and also Mike Newsom, who's leading this phenomenal team here at BMT. All of the instructors here, the ones that you see that are wearing those hats, they probably looked at some of you all and pointed at some of you all. Please give them a round of applause for what they're doing today. They are the best, producing the best. Around 600 or 700 folks, almost up to 1,000 every week they produce in here. And that's a lot of sacrifice for those individuals. It's all about veterans. If you are a veteran, somebody who's worn this uniform or a civilian uniform, will you please stand and be recognized? These are the men and women who have sacrificed, airmen, just like you will, and your journey starts today. We have parents and family and friends that are here. Some of those parents encouraged you to come out here and join the military. Some of them nudged you out the door. Some of them have already changed the lock. Because they want you to go out and be the best you that you can be. And again, today, you start that journey. We are so proud of you because our United States Air Force needs you. We need your diversity. We need your character and your integrity. We need all the cultural things that you bring to the table. You represent the future. You represent my future. We need you. There's an Isaac Dean that's out there from Hudson, Colorado, going aircraft maintenance. We need you. There's a Kenny Harris from Atlanta, Georgia, who's going to be a defender. We need you, King. We need each and every one of you to go out into our United States Air Force and serve. And I don't need you to leave the thing that you bring to the table behind. When I grew up, there was a conversation about the United States is a great melting pot. And we would come together and form you. We have formed you to be an airman. But don't get it wrong, we still want you to be the person that came from your hometown, bringing all the values that you have in your background, in your history, and your culture. I like to look at it as a salad bowl. Instead of melting away to become an airman or melting away to be an American, I would like the lettuce to come into the salad bowl, the radish, the tomato. And if you like fruit on your salad, let's bring the blueberries and the blackberries, and then also the grapes. And I need you to join into this bowl, and we can be beautiful together as one bowl. To make sure that we're representing our nation and representing our Air Force. It's that type of diversity that I see, not a melting away diversity. So again, thank you for all the things that you've done and all the things that you will do. Later on today, in this ceremony, you're going to take this oath, and you're also going to recite an Airman's Creed. And in the Airman's Creed, there's one section that's going to talk about being an Avenger. So of course, if you're going to go see any game, or you haven't seen any game, this is not the Iron Man Avenger. This is not the Captain Marvel or the Thor. You're going to be an Avenger, and your superpower is going to be integrity. Your superpower is going to be service. Your superpower is going to be your character that you're going to bring each and every day. And when you go and put on your battle uniform, whether it's the OTP or the ABU, I want you to look in that mirror. You're going to see two names on those tags. One's going to say United States Air Force, and one's going to be your family name. And you should do nothing to embarrass each one of those names. We are so proud of you. You hear that applause. I saw family members running yesterday to hug you. So family, we hope that we are giving you a better airman in return. Airman, we hope that you feel that you are a better citizen of our United States Air Force. But at the end of the day, we need you. This is a volunteer force, and we're happy that you raise your hand to answer your nation's call. I thank you. I thank you for what you're going to do. I thank you for what you already have done so far. I think that these airmen are ready to enter into our United States Air Force. It's another great day to be an airman. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're proud of your airmen, let me hear you make some noise. Our mission is to fly, fight, and win. And that starts right here at the gateway to the Air Force. But as my wingman mentioned, none of that happens without your love, support, and sacrifice. Because odds are, there's a single mom here from California that spent her entire paycheck to be with us. Odds are, there's an 8-year-old girl who wrote a dozen letters to her big sister, and that's exactly the motivation she needed to get to today. And odds are, there's a very proud grandfather sitting in those stands that has acted much more like a father to one of these young men behind me. How about a round of applause for you? Because you deserve that. See, in uniform, we get thanked a lot for our service. But that's your service that fuels us each and every day. Speaking of service and sacrifice, as we head into Memorial Day weekend, let us pause and reflect on the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice for this grateful nation. Let us never forget what this business is about. Warfighting and dying if necessary. And now to another very special group, our veterans. If you're a veteran in the stands with us today, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for standing up. Not just today, but the countless times that you have done that over your lives. The way you have stood up against evil, against threats to our country, and for all those times that you stood up for those that could not stand up for themselves. I thank you and I applaud you for that effort. And on a very personal note, I also know that there are several of you battling wounds that this world will never see. But I say, stay strong, brothers and sisters, and never forget, and I mean never forget, that this world is a better place with you in it. So with that, we say I love you, and I salute you all. Now let me turn my attention to this formation. First, to our military training instructors. Yes, those campaign hat wearing, Jody calling, knife hand waving, 3-4
2021 Poland Air Force Team of the Year. Best of the very best, I'm talking about you. The 37th Training Wing is the training standard of excellence, and that starts and ends with you. Thank you for what you do every single day. Once again, let's give it up for our world-class MTI. And finally, to our Air Force's newest airmen. You see, to the untrained eye, you're all standing on a parade ground. But you want to know what I see? I see even ground. Where you aren't judged by your race, religion, or gender, but instead by your integrity, your service, and your excellence. And to the untrained eye, you might look like 756 individuals. But that is not what I see. I see wingmen, leaders, and warriors. I see guardians of freedom and justice. And I see our nation's greatest treasure. You know what else I see? Our enemy's worst freaking nightmare. So that leaves me with just one question. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? Heck yeah, they're ready. Fight's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Colonel Generals will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Colonel Miller will now come forward and address our graduating airmen.
Thanks, Chief. Good morning, everyone. General Miller, thanks for being here. Thanks for bringing your civic leaders. This is an awesome experience for them, and we sure do appreciate them being here. Colonel Carruthers, I just want to say thank you for this privilege of serving as a reviewing official. This is absolutely one of the coolest things I've ever done in my career, and it will no doubt be a highlight of my Air Force career. Thank you very much for letting me do this. To all the military training instructors, words cannot express the depth of gratitude our nation owes you. The work that you do here every day, 365 days a year, to produce airmen is simply outstanding. On behalf of all commanders in the United States Air Force, I want to be so bold as to say thank you for what you do. I get the honor of leading these airmen, and I tell you what, they are simply amazing, and the product that you produce is absolutely outstanding. They are the most lethal, trained airmen that I've ever seen in my 25 years in the Air Force. Thank you very much, and a round of applause for you. To all the families and friends here today, how about these airmen? Again, I want to be so bold as to say on behalf of all the commanders in the Air Force, thank you for loaning us what is undoubtedly one of your most prized possessions. My promise to you as a commander, I will take care of your airmen, I will ensure they're trained to kill the enemy, and that they will come home to you. Man, I'll tell you what, these are the most lethal airmen that our nation has ever seen, and they're your airmen in your United States Air Force. Thank you very much for your service. So all the veterans in the crowd today, could you please stand up? These airmen are your legacy. These airmen are your legacy. I want to thank you all for being here today to share in this awesome ceremony, but more importantly, I want to thank you for your service to our great nation. Thank you very much. All right. To the proud air airmen in front of me graduating today from basic military training. Congratulations. You have completed 8.5 weeks of rigorous basic military training. And you have earned the right to be called airman. Remember, just over 2 months ago, you arrived here as citizens. Today, you will begin service to our nation as lethal trained killer airmen. In just a couple minutes, you're all going to raise your right hand and you're going to swear an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, possibly by giving your life someday. It's an oath that less than 1% of all Americans in our history have ever taken on behalf of our country. This is a significant accomplishment in your lives. Your family, your friends, and I are proud of you. On behalf of the entire Air Force family, past and present, I want to personally thank you for taking that oath. We're proud of you, and we're even more proud that you've chosen to cross into the blue. Now, I have just one question for all of you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the most lethal and awesome Air Force that this world has ever known? I think they are, Colonel Carruthers. I think they're ready.
Instructors, flight, at attention.
As I step down, it is with great honor that I introduce one of the finest Americans I've ever known, and a man that I'm proud to call my friend, the commander of the 4th Fighter Wing, Colonel Don Yates.
I have to compose myself a little bit because as you were passing in review, I was getting emotional. General Goldfein asked all of the wing commanders to bring their squadron commanders out to be reblued. And I will tell you that I am. And I'm inspired. But before I get on to the advice that I would like to impart on this group of outstanding Americans, I would like to ask 3 thank yous. The first thank you that I would like to say is to Colonel Gennaro and the men and women of the 37th Training Wing at the gateway of the United States Air Force for their hospitality and invitation to come out here and share this amazing experience with myself and my command team, and to be here with all of you. Number 2, I would like to thank the military training instructors for their hard dedication, commitment to service, the 24/7 that they put forward, creating this environment, away from their families, up in the morning at 4 to develop training and to educate and to transform these people into airmen for the United States Air Force. My hat is off to you. And I ask that if you see an MPI today wearing the campaign cover, go up and shake their hand. We have a debt of gratitude that we need to pay every single one of those men and women. And finally, what I'd like to say is to the families and friends, the brothers and sisters, the mothers, the fathers, the wives, the husbands, from Michigan, California, Florida, and all over this great nation, thank you for being out here, because it means a lot to these airmen that you're here supporting them, and what will undoubtedly be an amazing transition time for them as they move from basic training into their operational jobs and their new teams. Teams is a powerful word. Right now at my base, 4th Fighter Wing, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, there are airlift jets on the ramp. My team, medical, logistics, maintenance, security forces, finance, ops. My team is preparing to put one of our team units and getting them ready to deploy, and today we will send out the advanced elements to a non-disclosed location in the Middle East. That team, over the next 6 months, will generate combat air power to defend Special Operations Forces on the ground, deter Russian aggression, and kill the remaining elements of ISIS in both Syria and Iraq. Many of the people that will deploy forward walked on this parade field 6 months, a year and a half ago. And now they're going to deploy forward to support that team. And whether you come to Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, or you go to Lakenheath, or you go to Minot, or Vandenberg, or anywhere else that the United States Air Force will send you, we need you to understand 3 things as you move forward. Because the team that you will join will need you. And the first thing that I need you to do is remember to go all in. Whether you join for the GI Bill, whether you join to get away from home, whether you join to kind of see the world, I need you to forget all those things and go all in to commit to the team. Number 2, teamwork. The men and women on your left and right, the men and women on your left and right at your first assignment. The men and women on your left and right as you deploy forward to do the mission. Teamwork is what will hold us together, and teamwork is what will move us to success. Move beyond the individual to the team, and we will have great success in the future. And number 3, I need you to remember this day. I need you to freeze it in your mind. I need you to remember the clouds, the sounds, the smell, and how amazing it felt to walk across this stage today. Remember it, because this will generate your purpose. And your purpose is what we need you all to remember. That is what will carry you through the difficult times. That will be the transition through the next couple years and the success that you will bring to the United States Air Force and to America. And finally, what I'd like to say is it is a great day for the families, for the staff, and for all the men and women on this parade field. It is a great day for the United States Air Force, and it is an incredible day for America. Thank you. I have just one question for all of you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force?
Instructors, place your flight at attention.
The commander of America's first cyberspace wing, Colonel Eric Delaney. Boss, it's Larry Perry. Thanks, Chief. How's everyone doing this morning? Good. I think I could just say ditto or amen to what the Chief said, and we can call it a day. Those are great words. Hey, it's gloomy, it's a little foggy. Gray, the sun's not out, we can't see the blue sky, but I don't think days get any more bright, any more beautiful than a day like this. A parade where we're graduating warrior and I don't know if you noticed the professional honor guard in the parade, but also that big, bold, bright stars and stripes back there behind as we were singing, as the national anthem was being played, it was waving in the wind. Just a beautiful sight. What an amazing place to be. I gotta say, I had to correct something the Chief said. He said I asked him if we want to do this. I don't remember asking Chief. I remember saying, we're going to do this, Chief. There is no greater opportunity to be here and see these motivated airmen who have spent the last 8 weeks just absolutely giving all they have to make it to this point. Now, where are my proud moms in the crowd? I figured there'd be somebody up there. I got to thank you especially because I wouldn't be standing here in uniform today if it weren't for my own mom. Many, many years ago. She's still alive and she still pushes me, she still encourages me, she still loves me, and gives me all kinds of things. But I wouldn't have been in the Air Force if it weren't for her. So thank you, moms. Now, all the other family and friends in the crowd, got to thank you too. The dads, grandmas, grandpas, sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, cousins, nephews, nieces, neighbors, teammates, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wives, whatever you are, whatever role you play to support these airmen on this parade field today, thank you. Because I can tell you, I know you're here to see them, but they're out there, I think, because of you. Because of the many years you put into them before they ever arrived to our Air Force. So thank you. Now, Keith mentioned another crowd, the veterans. I want to mention them again, but I'd ask any veteran in the crowd, if you please stand and be recognized. Thank you for paving the way so that we can come after you. You left us a great Air Force, and our goal is to pay it forward, as the Chief said, and leave an even better Air Force for these airmen on this field. I want to recognize the family and friends of Airman Nathan, Senior Master Sergeant Del Toro. Thanks for the special place you hold in our long blue line. Thank you very much. To the MTIs, to the staff, the cadre, all those who had a part in putting these airmen out on this field and have given so much over the last 8 weeks, thanks for leading with the core of integrity. Thanks for putting service before self. And thank you for absolutely exhibiting excellence in all you do so that these airmen can be excellent in all they do. Now, a day like today, I got a quote from Dr. Seuss. Why do you Dr. Seuss? And I'm not talking, Cat in the Hat or Green Eggs and Ham. He wrote another book called Oh, the Places You Will Go. You familiar with that book? I think Dr. Seuss had a little Air Force blue blood in him because there's a couple stanzas in that book that go like this. He said, congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights, you'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. If that's not appropriate for today's ceremony, what is? So, it's awesome. And I got to say, the journey that these 842 airmen on the parade field today have been on over the past 8 weeks or so, I would equate it to an airplane at an airport that, when they entered day one through basic military training, they just started their engine. And over the last ensuing weeks, they've been taxiing out, they've been moving out onto the airfield, they've been getting onto the main runway, they've been pushing that throttle all the way forward, and they've been gaining speed. And today is liftoff to their Air Force careers. And that is outstanding. So I will tell you, airmen, there is no end to where you can go. You can go as high and as far as you want to if you just put that effort into it. The skies truly are the limit. You are our future. You are our future supervisors, our future NCOs, senior NCOs, command chiefs, just like Chief Avila. In fact, there might be a future Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force on this parade field today. It's what you put into it. I would tell you, don't let the Earth's atmosphere be your stopping point. Shoot for the stars and you'll be amazed at how far you can go. So congratulations. Thank you for raising your hand and being willing to serve, for stepping forward and saying, here I am, send me. We are very proud that you made the decision to cross into the blue, and I have just now one simple question for you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force?